Hey everyone! So a few weeks back I got sent the Minuendo Lossless Earplugs to check out and review here on the channel, and I've been putting these earplugs through their paces, both at rehearsal as well as when I teach music. Sadly, because of obvious reasons, I haven't been able to try them out live, but I still think that I've formed a pretty good idea of how I perceive these earplugs. So I've been playing music in a band for about, 17 years or so, and ever since day one I've been trying to protect my hearing. I've used everything from the small yellow foam earplugs to sometimes bits of toilet paper stuffed in my ears, to more recently molded earplugs, both solid as well as silicone based, and now most recently these lossless earplugs from Minuendo. I've been very passionate about protecting my hearing. I have a very slight case of tinnitus on my left ear, and that's actually from recording way too late at night with my headphones and my volume turned up way too loud. So that's on me actually, not on some drummer. When I was first starting out, playing bass with a band and whatnot, I remember I had these big protective yellow hair covers that you use when you mostly mow the lawn and use heavy machinery. But that was what I used. These earplugs do a mighty fine job at reducing the perceived volume, and as far as I can tell, they really do a nice and even dampening of the frequencies, and it's not just a massive mid and high cut that you get with some earplugs and whatnot. They have, like I showed in the unboxing video, an adjustable filter. These adjustable filters go from -7 decibels to -25 decibels. My molded earplugs from Bellman & Symphon have a constant filter at -25, so that's what I'm pretty much used to when I rehearse and when I teach and whatnot. I teach entire classes of music, I should add, so there are both drums, guitars, basses, and all of that good stuff going on at the same time in the classroom, sometimes all day long. And I try to keep my earplugs in at all time. The one advantage that these earplugs have to my molded ones is the fact that I can actually adjust the filter when I need to hear my students speak and whatnot. When I have my molded earplugs, I need to plug them out slightly to be able to make out what the students are yelling in the loud classroom, and this is actually much more convenient. I've been using the foam tip on these. There are a bunch of different earplug thingies that you can choose from, but I found these ones to be the most comfortable ones for me. They swell up pretty quickly, and you're good to go. It's really easy to adjust the filter even when the earplugs are in your ears, and the quality of the audio is really, really, really good. Sadly, I can't show you any recorded examples of that because it's all in my head, like some voices who said it. Full disclosure, I'm not getting paid to say anything of what I'm currently saying. I did get sent these earplugs for free, so there is that, and do with that what thou wilt. Anyways, you get a nice little cover or a bag for the earplugs, and you get a nice brush so you can clean them off if you have excessive earwax, which I actually do grossly enough. Anyways, compared to my molded earplugs, I see, like I said, a bunch of advantages. The main one is that I can actually adjust the volume and make out what the students are saying without, plugging the earplug out of my ear and thus exposing myself to loud noises. The magnet is a really, really nifty feature, and it makes it easier to keep track of these. Losing one earplug can be devastating, but this is actually big enough for you to spot on a floor and whatnot. My only gripe about these earplugs is actually the case. The case for my molded earplugs is a bit flatter and bigger in that regard, so there is that. I can always switch cases. That's not a big deal to cry about. Altogether, I'm really, really pleased with these earplugs. I wish I could have tried them out live with either of my bands, but due to the circumstances that are currently going on with the world, I'll have to wait probably or hopefully until next year to do that. But in the classroom, teaching my students, playing music with them at pretty, not too deafening volumes, but if you're exposed to it for a longer period of time, probably harmful volumes, at least for me. For my students, not so much, as they're only there for about 50 minutes at a time. So these earplugs retail for about 150 euros. It's a bit more than your standard yellow foam earplugs. However, these ones will last you much longer and give you a much better understanding of the odd. However, these will last you way longer and probably give you a better listening experience altogether than the cheap foam ones. They are still way cheaper than getting the molded earplugs. So let's say you're in high school or you're playing with your band at weekends, but you don't want to pay all of that money for the molded earplugs. I highly suggest you get these instead of the cheap yellow ones, or even the more expensive silicone ones that you can actually get that also have an adjustable filter. I've been using those. I use those for years and years as well, and these ones are way more convenient if you ask me. So the adjustable filter, like I said, is a really nifty feature. And like I said, if you're passionate about music and you want to keep on playing music when you're older than 40, I highly suggest that you get yourself a nice pair of earplugs. Some people will argue that, oh, you don't need earplugs if you like music, but I call bullshit on that, because you never know when you're gonna get some nasty feedback, and nobody likes unexpected feedback in their left or right ear. So keep your ears safe. I'll have the link to Minuendo here in the description. They have a raffle going now, or something like that, if you order a set of earplugs before December 1st. So I have the link to their website down here in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video on the Minuendo Lossless Earplugs. Really impressed with these. I highly recommend them, and I will keep on using them on my day-to-day basis, and I hope to try them out live within a year or so. So with all this being said and done, make sure to ring that bell, hit that subscribe button, and all of that good stuff. And I'll see you guys and gals and cats and dogs in the next video. Until next time, take care. Bye.